have no reason. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
a minute after all of that dancing, but like she said, we are the McTeggart Irish Dancers. We're here from Lexington, and we perform all over central Kentucky, and it's always fun. I think for years now we've come down during the summertime to both of the Madison County Public Library branches. We'll be doing our show at Richmond this afternoon. If you have any friends up there, you want to give them a call, tell them to come and see us. So our girls are actually on a little bit of a hiatus. They don't have class this month. So this is our first time dancing our performance dances in kind of a while. Our big performance time is St. Patrick's Day, and all through the month of March we do all kinds of performances. And so we're just kind of getting back into it with you guys, getting ready to go into our fall season where we do a lot of performances at fall festivals and things around town, so, and around the region. So you can keep an eye out for us there. Like I said, this is Irish dance, so it's kind of fun, it's different. We are the only certified school of Irish dance in central Kentucky. There's another one in Louisville, and then there's some in Cincinnati. So we're really it for around here. It's very different. There is another group that has joined us in Lexington, and they teach Kaylee's, which is more of the group dancing, where you have big groups and everybody dances together. They really focus more on that. We do that as well, but we focus more on the individual steps and then putting them together like you saw with some of our groups. Okay, so we're going to do some more reels for you. These are a couple of two-hand reels, some different ones. You can see how they put the different steps together and have fun performance pieces for you guys to watch. So we have two different two-hand reels that you'll see here. favorite parts of Irish dance. I love watching the dance, but I also love the music. And when the kiddos learn their two Irish dance, they learn the different type of dances, and they're done to certain types of music. So I mentioned those were two-hand reels. So a reel is a type of music that they dance to, and also the dance they do to that music. So as they learn, they start out with something called a light jig, then they learn a reel, then they learn a slip jig, and then they move into hard shoe and learn a treble jig and a hornpipe. So that's sort of the progression that they learn in as they take classes and as they move up and get more experienced in Irish dance. So one of the things we're going to do next is we're going to actually have the girls dance their solos. So it's kind of fun to see what they do together for performances, but it's also very impressive to see the dances that they dance as solos. And they do these in competitions. There are competitions, it's called a fesh, which basically is like a gathering, and dancers come from all over the region, and they compete based on their age and their level in each dance that they know. So every year to year and a half or 2 years, they get new steps in each of their dances, and they go and they compete those dances on an individual basis. So as they move up in those dances, then they earn other privileges as part of how they're able to do. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But anyway, so next we're going to show you two of the dances, their solo dances that they do in soft shoe. So we're going to start out with a slip jig. You'll see that here with Miss Kate. It's one of my favorites. It's meant to be danced by girls, and only girls dance it. Boys do not dance or compete the slip jig, and it's meant to be very graceful and really kind of show off that beautiful nature and almost balletic moves along with that Irish dance. So the next one we're going to see, Brandy is going to dance a reel for us. The reel originally was only danced by boys. It is now also danced by girls, but originally it was kind of meant for the boys. It's done in soft shoes, but it's a more powerful dance and a little bit more rhythmic, as you'll notice here, than the slip jig was. So Brandy's going to come and dance her solo reel for you. to change their shoes now, and we're going to do some hard shoe for you. So all of what you just saw, all those dances were danced in soft shoes. So soft shoes in Irish dance for girls are called gillies. It's the same is true for Scottish dancing as well, though it's different. And boys have real shoes actually that have little heels that they can use. So when a boy were to dance the reel, they would actually have clicks and other stomping motions that they could make. But the gillies are made of leather. They're very light. They have really long, complicated lacing. I have no idea why. I think it's just to drive the parents crazy. And it'd take a long time to get them on. But they are really light, and they're almost like comparable to a ballet slipper. They're made of leather, and they enable them to have ease of movement. And you also may have noticed that they danced everything high up on their toes. That's also something that's done in Irish dance, and it's easier to learn how to dance on your toes when you start out with that light shoe to begin with. So after the dancers have been dancing about a year to 2 years, they learn how to dance in hard shoes. So Ruth already has her hard shoes on, so we'll let you kind of take a look at those. Hard shoes are leather on the top, but they have fiberglass heels and tips, so they make noise on boards. So everybody thinks that's super fun to watch when you actually not only see them dancing, but you can hear it too. But that means that it's more complicated. It's harder to learn how to do that because not only do you have to look like you know what you're doing, everybody can hear the sounds that you are making. It's a little bit similar to clogging and tap dancing. They all come from sort of a similar roots, but it's very different. And it's also harder to learn how to dance in these because you may see it's got like a big chunky heel on it. So basically like dancing in chunky heels. So we're going to kick off our hard shoe dancing with a really fun piece that was brand new choreography for us this past March for St. Patrick's Day. And it is a real foot stomping good time. So I think you will enjoy it. And I'll mention choreography. So our choreography is pretty much proprietary to our dance school. Our teachers and our teachers across the country come up with our choreography and put it together just for our dancers. And then our local teachers put together our performance pieces. So these are not dances that you would see other Irish dancers doing elsewhere. You might see bits and pieces that are similar. They're put together with pieces of similar steps, but the particular order of the choreography and the steps that we do are proprietary to our school. So that's kind of neat that they do that. And as they get more experience in Irish dance, they also kind of learn a little bit more about putting together their own choreography, and sometimes the teachers even allow them to have a little bit of say in how they put together performance pieces and put choreography together, which is always really fun and a good experience for them. So, all right, looks like we're all changed and ready to go, so here's our mechanic jig. What do you think? That was fun, right? Can we get another hand? As you can see, that one has a lot of fancy footwork and some really fun, loud stomping good times. So that's one of my favorites from that was new this year. Really super fun. And so I was talking about the choreography, and I mentioned that we have proprietary choreography that's just for our school. But every dance school knows and learns what are called traditional set dances. So traditional sets are dances that are danced, this particular dance with these particular steps to this particular music. So the music and the dance have the same name, and these steps have been passed down from the Irish dance masters of old, we're talking like 1800s and earlier, and have been passed down through generations. There are a few minor regional differences depending on where in Ireland the dance masters came from. So our dance master was not from Dublin. Our school was founded in a different part of Ireland. So we have a few minor differences in our versions that have been passed down to us through our dance teachers. But we enjoy passing them down to these new generations of dancers as we go along. The first one that they learn is called St. Patrick's Day, because of course. And then there are about 6 others that they learn. There's a group of about 7 total. So if our girls are ready, they're going to come out and they're going to dance Garden of Daisies for you. frolicking sea shanty kind of music, you know, so fun, appropriately named. So those are fun and they're fairly short, but like I said, it's neat to think about the tradition of learning these dances that get passed down. So the next thing that we're going to do for you is a couple more of our solos. So other two of our girls are going to dance their solos in the hard shoes. So the first one, Anna is going to dance her hornpipe. And our last one here, Ruth is going to dance her treble jig. Those are a lot of fast movements. Yeah. So when they first, it's kind of interesting to me, when they first learn their hard shoe, they don't start out with something that hard. These are, our girls here are at the top levels of our, or upper levels of our classes. When they first learn it, they learn something to a treble jig and a hornpipe that are actually, the music is faster, but they don't do as many motions to the music. And so they first learn how to do it a little, they're still moving their feet quickly, the music moves faster. As they move up and they master that level in competition and they move up to the slow songs, as you notice, the music was quite slow. But what that enables them to do is fit more foot motions in that amount of time of the music. So it's kind of funny to me that the faster the music, it actually is slightly easier dance. Not easy, I couldn't do it. Slightly easier dance. But then as they slow the music down and the dances actually get harder. So I think that's kind of interesting and kind of amazing to watch them and how quickly their feet move and the number of motions that they can make. It's just amazing to me. I am a parent volunteer. I'm not one of their teachers. So, you know, I love to watch them do it. I think it's amazing, but I couldn't begin to do it myself. So we're going to come out and do our last number here, and And then after they get done, I'll do some questions and answers and see if anybody has questions for us or for the answers. They can stay out here and then you can get a close-up look at their pretty sparkly dresses, which we didn't talk about, but I can talk about after. Somebody asked them about their dresses when they're done. Okay? So thank you for being a terrific audience. We're going to do our finale here, and then I'll answer some questions after. And I forgot to tell you, feel free to clap along.
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys want me from miles alone. They pull my hair, they stole my thumb, but that's alright till I go home. She is crazy, she is pretty, she is the color of the city. She is watching home to play, she's coming out of city. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys want me from miles alone. They pull my hair, they stole my thumb, but that's alright till I go home. She is crazy, she is pretty, she is the color of the city. She is watching home to play, she's coming out of city.
All right, one more round of applause. We have a small crew here today, so they worked really hard for you. Normally, we have different groups that do different dancers and trade off, and these kiddos had to do just about every dance, so they worked really hard. So why don't you go get a drink of water and then come back, and I will go ahead and take some questions, and then if you have any questions for the girls, you can ask that. So, yes.
Which dress is your favorite?
Which dress is my favorite? Wow. They're all raising their hands, all of them. I love all of them. They're so pretty and they're so fun.
My favorite's the
The pink one? The which one? The pink one?
Mine is the rainbow one.
The rainbow one. Yes. Well, let me tell you, yes.
How long do a pair of shoes last?
That is a good question. It kind of depends. As they're learning, they are also growing and their feet grow. So as they're learning, they tend to grow out of their shoes before, like you do. You guys all grow out of your shoes, right? You have to go to the shoe store and you try on new shoes. Well, they grow out of their shoes and we have to replace them with that. Once they sort of stop growing, it kind of depends on how often they practice and work. But I'd say a pair of shoes might last a year to 2 years, depending. And the shoes are made in Ireland. They get shipped across the United States, so we buy our shoes from dealers here, but they're actually made in Ireland. And when we were talking about the dresses, I just wanted to mention that when we first start out dancing, they don't get pretty sparkly dresses when they first start dancing. They have a really basic costume, a black skirt and white blouse and a red bow. And as they move up in competition and they prove that they really want to do this and stick with it, then they earn the right to wear the pretty sparkly dresses. And the interesting tidbit about the pretty sparkly dresses is that there is not a single one like it, like that one, anywhere else in the world. They're all very unique. There is none of the dress exactly like anyone that they were wearing. And so as they grow out, you guys grow out of your clothes, right? You have to go get new clothes. When your old clothes don't fit you anymore. These girls also tend to grow out of their dresses. But you can sell that dress to somebody else, and someone else can wear that same dress later that you have. But no dressmaker makes a dress exactly like the one that you have. Whether it needs different embroidery, different colored crystals, different designs, just whatever it is, there's no two that are exactly alike, which I think is kind of neat. So you had a question down there.
I love the dance.
What?
I love the dance.
You love to dance? That's awesome. I'm so glad. You do? Good.
Who makes the dress? Are they purchased, are they made professionally?
Yes. Yes. They are. There are dressmakers. There are dressmakers in various countries. There are some here in the United States. There's some in Ireland, England, Australia. So yes. But sometimes you can commission a dress from one of those dressmakers. And the dresses, brand new, range from about $1,500 up to $3,000 or more dollars, depending on the level that they're at and how complicated the dress is. As we sell them, as they're used, the price goes down. So most of us don't pay quite that much for our dresses, but we're hard put to find a used dress for less than $500. $500 would be a good deal. Most of the ones I've purchased for my daughter are $700 to $800. So, yes.
What age do they start dancing?
Yeah, so they can start dancing around 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. Typically, they want them to be able to hold focus in a dance class for a while and to know the right from the left. Because you may have noticed, or may not, it's hard to see, but when they dance, they do a lot of dances where they do it on the right leg, and then they do the same thing on the left leg. So and there's a lot of, which leg is in front and when they're dancing. So that's one of the things that they look for. But pretty much depending on the child, anywhere from, we say right around age 5. And we have dancers that go all the way up into college. We have college age dancers that are still dancing with us. In fact, we have a few that are in graduate school and beyond that come back that were at championship level and come back and dance with us when they're on their breaks and just practice while they're away. And in fact, we have an adult program. So we have adults that dance with us all the way up into their 70s. These are adults that have not danced before, or it's been a long time. Maybe they danced as a child and haven't danced in 20, 30 years, and now they've come back to it. So we do have adult classes as well. So that's pretty fun. Yes?
Do any of the girls go to Ireland to compete, and is there an emphasis on Irish culture as well as for dancing?
There is somewhat of an emphasis on the culture, but not a lot. We really mostly focus on the dancing. The cultural part sort of comes just in being part of that group.
But do they get veterans to compete in Ireland?
Some have. So our dancers, as I mentioned, they do compete. If they reach a certain level, they can compete at our regional competitions in our region called Oireachtas. If they place high enough at Oireachtas, they can qualify to go to nationals, and then from there to worlds. So we have had a couple of dancers from our dance school that have competed at worlds. I know at least one time it was in Ireland, once it was actually in Canada. Worlds moves around, and it's going to be, I think, sometime in the next couple of years, it's coming to North Carolina. So that's a good opportunity where our teachers are like already talking it up, like we can make this. But we have had one of our teachers actually, when she was still competing, did go over and compete in Ireland. So Worlds moves around. So basically the only time that we would go to compete in Ireland is if we're going to Worlds. I mean, we could travel to Ireland for a regular old competition, but most of us can't afford to do that, unfortunately, although we would all love to. We would really, really love to. Yes?
Are boys in the classes too?
Yes, so we do have several boy dancers. We love to have boys with us. We have, at some point or other, had as many as like 5 or 6. Right now, we only have a couple. We do have some men that dance in our adult program, quite a few actually. So yes, as I mentioned, like the reel was made for boys to dance. And you guys might have heard of Michael Flatley, Roar the Dance, River Dance. He's one of the famous Irish dancers and really kind of brought a resurgence of Irish dance back to general pop culture about 20, 30 years ago. So yes, we just happen to not have him here with us today. In fact, we have a group One of our teachers and a handful of our dancers are actually in Colorado right now at a dance workshop with one of our dance masters and choreographers, and they're learning all the new choreography for next year. As in, they're working as we speak. So one of our boy dancers, who's a championship dancer, is there. And they're going to bring that new choreography back to us and teach it to everybody who stayed behind here, probably in August or so. Girls, you want to come out and get a little show off of your sparkles? Does anybody have any other questions?
McTeggart, you mentioned something about countrywide, is McTeggart all over the country?
Yes, so I didn't really talk much about that, but our dance founder, Maureen McTeggart Hall, is from Ireland. She and several of her sisters immigrated to the United States, and when they got here, they started dance schools, and they started them in several states. So as of right now, there are McTeggart Irish dance schools in 9 different states. So there's some in Louisiana, there are 2 in Texas, there are in Colorado, Alaska, and our teacher for a long time, Maureen McTeggart Hall, lived in California. She passed away in her 80s a couple of years ago, but her daughter still runs the school in Colorado, and she comes out to see us and visit. So Mrs. Hall established the school here, taught some girls, gave them into coaches, and then let them teach in between. And she would come out about once a month or so to teach and review how everybody was doing. Now some of those girls that were coaches have grown up, they've studied, they have taken the tests, and now they are certified teachers in and of themselves. We now have 3 certified teachers here, which is amazing to have that in Central Kentucky. No idea how much work goes into that. It's pretty amazing that we have that. So, continuing on that tradition. But yes, we have McTeggart schools across the country, and we all have the same school colors. Our school colors are red, white, and black, and we have the same school costume, which nobody here happens to be wearing. Usually they wear that before they move up into the sparkles. We just don't happen to have anybody here with us today that has that costume. But it's shared across the country as well, and we all share the same choreography, steps, and everything. Okay, I'm 13. I'm dancing for 7 years. I'm 13, and I've been dancing for about 4 years. I'm 12, I've been dancing for 6.5 years. I'm 14, I've been dancing for 7 years. So most of these girls are at our prize winner or preliminary championships level. So when they start with beginners, advanced beginner, novice, prize winner, which is most of these, then preliminary champion, which we have one of those, and then our open champion. So they're pretty high up in our levels. You can tell they've been dancing for a while. It'd be amazing to watch. Yes.
Question for the dancers.
Yes.
Do they do any other kind of dance or anything else, or does Irish dance really take all your time?
I show dogs and I sometimes go practice.
They're often well-rounded. We have a lot of pianos also in band. We have a lot of our dancers do a lot of other things, but not too many do other dance as well as this dance. Because once you move up in